Hello and welcome to another recording from Joel Atkins at Kerrville Independent School District. I thought I would do a quick look at some different Google tools than what you might be used to. This is actually going to be the start of a series of videos about Google because there are so many resources for you to use to expand your search options, as well as access other tools that Google does offer. And I want to say that I have tried to create this video several times in the past few nights, only to find that I run out of time. So I'm going to try to go quick and only cover a few things in this particular vodcast. There will be others because there is just so much to cover on the Google webpage. So in my browser, I have pulled up Google. And something that interesting that happens on the Google site is that they try to do their branding with their graphics to honor events taking place in the world. And so here on the Google bar, which has the search, they actually have an image here that if you don't ever recognize what they're honoring, you can just put your cursor over it and it'll pop up and tell you what it is. In this case, they're celebrating the 40th anniversary of Sesame Street. But another thing they do is when there are multiple events, is that they also pull in resources of the other events taking place along the same this day in history. So example for today, which is November 9th, we have the 20th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. And instead of putting something up here to represent that, they actually have a link right here on the main page where you can view photos from the Berlin Wall. So I thought that was pretty interesting to share. Okay, what we're going to look at in Google is just a few of the advanced options that you can get to for other resources that Google provides. Being that it is a search engine, you can type in what you're looking for here, and you might click search or OK or enter on your keyboard, and it will pull up millions or thousands of different web pages. But it may not be exactly what you're looking for. So you may want to restrict your search. If you're looking for web pages, you would want to type that information in here and have it search for web pages. If you wanted to restrict your search to pictures, you would want to click on images and do a search just within the image directory. Same for videos. Google now owns YouTube, which means their videos are searchable through the Google system. So if you clicked on videos, it's going to put your results that are always going to be videos for the search results. Maps is another way to search. News is a way to search. And then there's shopping tools, especially for the holidays. This is a link to Gmail if you have a Google Mail account. And then there's this button for more, which a lot of people never click. So in more, you have options to search other areas as well. The one that I'm really going to focus on today is on books, because I think this is a really spectacular look at the Google system. Now, Google a few years ago started the process of scanning periodicals, magazines, and books into the Google system. What they didn't realize was they were breaking copyright. So they were taken to court by various authors, various publishers. There's still a court case going on, but there's information here about the agreement that they've developed with the authors and publishers while the court case is continuing. So they're waiting for the final word from the court about what they can do. But in the meantime, they've reached an agreement with the authors and publishers. Again, you can click that link to read all about it, but that's a summary of it. I'll tell you this as well. What they have done for their books is they have partial books online to where you can get a little bit of information, but if you want the full book, you still have to go through the publisher to order that book. So what does that look like? Well, being that it's a Google search and it's restricted to books, you can type in a keyword, a character name, a theme, anything that you're searching for, and click on search books. And it's going to search books in all these categories, nonfiction, fiction, and then your random subjects down here to pull up the themes that you are searching for. You can also click on advanced book search, which gives you more options to select in your search. So you can do a search for all these words with this exact phrasing, with one of these words, and then you can even say without these words. So you could type in thematic things that you're looking for but then remove the words that you do not want in a search. You can then select what books, if you want books and magazines or just books or just magazines, and then you can actually granulate your search better here. If you have the ISBN number for a book, you can even type that in here as well. So it's an advanced way to look through the different books. Another way is to click through themes, and this is great for libraries and librarians who are trying to help students find the book that they want, or to research within a given book that may or may not be on the shelf. So I clicked on science fiction, and here it gives me a view of the science fiction books that they have on file. Is this screen all the books? No. According to this is books 1 through 30 of 672 books on the subject of science fiction. This is the cover view where it's showing all the books that have the cover scanned into the system. There's also list view over here, which will give me information about the book, a link to the book, the author, what the category is, the date of the publication, and how many pages, as well as some other information about that book. I can also click on About This Book, which will give me more information, including editorial reviews, user reviews, other related books to this topic. And then this is a cloud, a cluster cloud of all the tags dealt with in the book. And if you watched a previous podcast I did about visual search engines, you would know that a cluster cloud is all the keywords used to search within this book. The larger the font, the more often that search word or search phrase is found in the book versus a smaller bit of text, which means it's not mentioned as often as the larger text. So this could actually help someone find other search cues to look for when they're doing a search through Google Books. There are also references from other web pages about the book, references to the book that are found in other books, popular passages, and then even a table of contents that you can scroll through as well. So again, that information is found in Google Books. Let me scroll up here to the top. Even gives information on how to order the book, where it can be found, and some pricing. And then within the book is a search as well, which would let me type in a keyword and it searches the entire book. What I really like about this is the ability to preview the book. It opens in this view. So in this view, I can preview the actual book. I can click on contents and it will give me the chapters that are available. Remember, the deal with the publishers and the authors is that it's in limited view, so not every chapter will be available. In this view, I can click to go page by page to view the actual book. So I can start reading the book on the screen. This is called an e-book. I can also go full screen. I can do a side-by-side, page-by-page, where I can zoom in as well. And I can also search for keywords within the book. And so when I clicked on Go, it searched for those words and it lists them by page and then highlights it so I can see where that word is in the context of the sentence. If I wanted more information about the use of this word, I can click on that specific page. It gives me the entire page, and then there's the word in the context of the actual writing. So I'm clicking back to go back. Here we are in the full cover view, and instead of clicking on About This Book as I would in the list view, in the cover view, when I click on a book, it opens in the preview mode. That might have been a little confusing, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm trying to get through this pretty quickly. So again, just a way to view information in a book without having it on the shelf or having it available in your card catalog system. And it's great for doing research on papers because they can search by keyword or theme or character within the Google system. I'll go back here. Again, that was through going to More and then Books, picking your category or picking your actual magazine, periodical. That's all I have for this little video. It's just one section of Google that is often missed, and that's Google Books.